Frank, how you doing?
Doing good.
Talk about the last time you played New Hampshire. You were up there in Durham, New Hampshire, and you started out real quick. Is that what do you see now with New Hampshire? Are they a little bit a different team than October 15th?
Well, I mean, I think both of us are probably playing better right now than we were the last time we met. And I think Sean would probably say the same thing. So, it's going to be interesting how Saturday goes. Just my gut feeling is this game's going to be just, a real barn burner, one that's going to, be a real fun one to watch. It may cause the two coaches to age a good bit during the day Saturday, but it's probably going to be a real classic matchup and one that'll be, real entertaining.
And talk about your first playoff game in Harrisonburg. What do you like to see from the faithful there in Harrisonburg? Do you want them all to come out Saturday? And it's supposed to be nice weather on Saturday.
No doubt. Fill the stadium up. It's I think that obviously New Hampshire has a tremendous home field advantage up there in Durham. I hope that we can create that same thing here, which we traditionally have every week here at Bridgeforth Stadium. So I hope to see a lot of purple out and our fans as rowdy as they've ever been.
And my last question to you: what are the three keys for a win for you guys on Saturday?
Well, I mean, I think always in games like this, I think turnovers are always a big key. So I think that's definitely going to be one thing. I think probably the kicking game, and it will factor in there in a tight game like this. And then thirdly, be who has the most success running the football on Saturday.
Well, good luck on practice this week.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yep, I'm here. Hey, Brian, how you doing? How you say your last name again? Shore? Shore, okay. Hello, everybody. I'm here with JMU's quarterback, Brian Shore, the junior. This weekend, they are traveling down to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, to take on the North Carolina Tar Heels after winning two straight at home. So, Brian, talk about the first two games of the season at home. What did you enjoy about those two big victories? One 80-pointer and a 56er from last week.
I think what I've enjoyed the most is being back in Harrisburg in front of our home crowd, going out there and executing with our guys and doing what the fans kind of expected from us to do.
Well, this week you traveled down to Chapel Hill to play a very good ACC squad who went to the Coastal Division went to the ACC championship game last year. So what do you see on film, and what type of defense is North Carolina going to bring you on Saturday?
I think watching film, we've seen the most is probably they're a fast team. They're a fast, strong physical team, and I think overall from what we've seen, I think they're going to be a good team. They're going to be a tough opponent, but I think we're excited to go out to Chapel Hill and play a football game.
Yeah. Last week you threw 3 touchdown passes. Just talk about your individual play. It seems like every week you're improving yourself. The week before you only threw 109 yards. This week you threw 205. Is it just getting used to Coach Mike's new system?
Yeah, I think one thing was we threw the ball a little more this week. And a couple of those plays were our wide receivers, our running backs making me look good rather. So I don't think there was too much of a change from this first week to the second week. I think we just executed our plays and different people just ended up in the end zone at different times. I don't think it was because we threw it a little bit more that we were throwing touchdown passes. I think a lot of times I threw the ball and people just made plays.
I know JMU years ago, they beat Virginia Tech, one of the ACC schools. What's the vibe around college this week, knowing that you might be able to pull off another major upset?
I don't think there's too much of a different vibe this week for us. I mean, we had our off day yesterday. We have our first day of practice for preparing for UNC this week today. Focus around here and what we kind of preach to each other is just to focus on ourselves. We always say that we're the team that's going to stop ourselves. That's kind of how we focus it. We focus on executing our plays and doing what we do. We try not to focus on who we're playing and that type of aspect. And it comes down to we watch film and we watch the defense and we know what type of looks we're going to get, but we don't focus
playing these non-conference schedule games before you start the conference, is it good for you guys to build, momentum going into conference play?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, especially this week, going down and playing in a big name school and a big name stadium, I think that's definitely something that's going to help us throughout the stretch of the season. It's really good to play a competition like we're going to this week, and I think that's something that our players are really excited for.
Yeah. Well, Brian, I know you're a busy man. I know you just got done with class, and I know you got to get ready for practice, and you got a lot of people who want to speak to you this week. So thanks for spending some time with me real quick, and I hope to see you this weekend.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
All right.
I'm here with Harold Woods, the running back for JMU. After last Saturday's big win over home, first game of the season, 80 points. Have you ever played in a game that magnitude you won by 80 points or more?
I touched that score in high school, but that was like the last time I ever played it. So it was a great experience. But,
yeah. Well, talk about your game. You had three rushing touchdowns. Looked like everybody on the all the running backs had maybe one or two, or you had three. So just talk about your game last Saturday. What did you take after after that game?
I want to praise the O-line. Like, they keep on the shells on the whole entire game. The first and second one they did, and the wide receivers, they did a great remember the blocking, and I just want to give thanks to them.
Well, this week you're home again against Central Connecticut State. So what do you? I know you guys are starting to prep for that game. I know you played them. I think you played them last year, right?
Maybe, but I think some 3 years ago, I believe.
Okay. Right.
I never played it before, so I don't understand how.
Not yet, but you're going to. Hopefully by the end of the week you should know. Yeah. So you were talking about the new coach, Coach Mike. What did he bring? What does he bring to game day, and what does he bring to practice? What do you like about the coach?
Coach is pretty solid intensity all throughout practice, so just going hard every play, getting 100% effort, and I really love that because he really has changed his program around. And on game day, he's been years, and he's always tight. I love the experience in the program.
What do I?
How you doing?
Good.
Talk about, have you ever coached against Larry Fedora, and what type of coach is Larry Fedora? Because he seems like he's a feisty little, nice coach for North Carolina in a good way. And he brings that program from basically from ruins to a very good Power 5 team in the UCC.
Well, I've never coached against Coach Fedora before. I do know him from speaking at different clinics in North Carolina. I think he's done an outstanding job there. Again, he adhered to a program that was in turmoil and has brought them through kind of the dark times of that. And he has a good ball club, so they're going to play at a high tempo level. With a lot of energy. He has a lot of weapons out there at his disposal. We're going to be challenged greatly this Saturday.
And talk about the 3 keys that you hopefully to pull out a big win there in Chapel Hill on Saturday.
Well, I think probably the 3 big keys are the things I mentioned a while ago. We've got to win the turnover battle. I think that's very, very important. I think we've got to play solid on defense and make them work to drive the football. And I think the kicking game is going to be critical as far as field position goes.
Well, good luck Saturday, and I hope to see you down there.
Thanks a lot. Explosive ability in the passing game. Coach, thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.
Your next question is from the line of Christopher Heidel with Kurt Edmonds Radio.
Hey, Coach Mike, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. What do you like about your team at the bye week, or is there something else you guys have to work on with the stretch run coming up in the end?
Well, I like that we're 6-1. I mean, certainly that's probably the biggest positive is the way we've handled the first 7 weeks of the year. I like the way we're playing right now. I like how we've come along, and I think gotten better each week. I think the bye for us is coming at the perfect time. Being able to give us some time to really work on some specific things this week before we go into the last 4 games.
Yeah, talk about number 17 under center. Just talk about how his development is during the season. Because I talked to him in the beginning of the year, and he was doing well, and then I think he ran into a little rough patch. Now I think he's getting out of it.
Well, I really think that since the beginning of preseason camp, I've seen Brian improve dramatically over what he was in the spring, and I think throughout this year he came out with a very strong performance in the opener against Morehead State, and I think he's consistently gotten better and better each week. And I think the biggest thing is he doesn't get outside of himself in the ball game. He doesn't try to go and make plays that aren't there or force things. He does a very good job of playing within the scheme and taking what is there based on the play call and what the defense is showing pre-snap.
Well, I hope you have a good bye week this week and relax. And
thanks a lot.